This would have been so much easier if you and your parents hated each other, but they had to go and love you like crazy.
Yeah, and then I had to go and sue them for it.
That's not what I meant.
Look, I'm not mad or anything. Just tell me if I'm doing the wrong thing by hurting my parents like this.
I believe that my brother's surgery will make you walk again. And when you're out of that chair doing everything you used to do before the accident, your parents will thank you for it.
I hope so, because today, I think things are gonna get ugly.
Why? What's gonna happen?
It's okay, sweetheart. I know that you'd like to be here. I get that you have a meeting to go to, and you really should go to it. I know. Okay, I'll see you later. I love you too. Bye.
Hey, I hope our little videotape didn't upset my brother.
Oh, don't be full of yourself. It was a silly dance-off.
You're a trip, you know that?
So, you're testifying today.
Right. I think I'm first up.
Hey, Taya. Still can't believe Ross is granting you a divorce uncontested.
Yeah, I'm good like that. Which you're going to witness firsthand when I win Matthew the right to have this surgery.
Oh, I wouldn't break out the bubbly just yet. I still have a few tricks up the old sleeve.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, between the tricks you have up your sleeve and the tricks I have up my sleeve, it should be a fun day.
Hey, Mommy.
Hey!
What are you doing?
I'm working on the new menu for the fall. How does arroz boriqueño sound?
Boriqueño. Ooh, that sounds hot.
Yeah.
What's in it?
Salsa.
Salsa.
Ay, mijo. I have a discount card for that store. ¿Qué compraste? Give it to me. I'll return it and get you some 15% off
No,
on
you
that.
know what? It's okay. I got it on sale.
Oh, you know what? I had a dream about us last night. I was in your studio making you a very good meal. I miss that place.
Yeah, no, I wish I could have kept it.
How's your new apartment coming along? Living with Layla and that officer who helped with Antonio and Talia, Oliver?
Good. Good. It's fine.
I always liked Officer Fish. I hope he settles down with a nice girl.
Hey, Fish! Thought about how you're gonna handle maybe coming out to your parents when they get here?
Hey, could you keep it down, please?
Nobody's around, I checked. Your parents will be here soon, and they're expecting to meet your girlfriend. What are you gonna do when they show up?
You know, I gotta get back to work.
That's how you're gonna handle this?
Look, I don't really have a choice, okay? McBain's close to a really major break in a case we've been working on. Had to make everyone believe I was busting you.
Well, you busted me for trafficking and dragged me down here. I think it worked.
Good. If Flo finds out you're undercover, the drug bust will seem like a day at the beach.
You were the one who was stupid enough to get caught buying drugs from that loser Cole Thornhart. Don't you butt-dad me. Now, I can make these charges go away, but that does not mean you're off the hook. You're grounded. And that is only the beginning.
Mayor.
If you're here to whine about that construction permit that I pulled...
No. I'm just here to invite you to my candidate's televised event, where she's going to announce that she's going to be running against you.
Your candidate?
Hello, Mayor. Yes, Mr. Banks is my campaign manager.
Got a bad feeling off of Lowell before.
Look, I know Justin told him that I'm the one that sold him the drugs you caught him with. Look, he's got to be out to get me now.
As long as he thinks you're just a small-time dealer, you're gonna be okay.
You think he's suspicious?
I don't know if your cover's blown or not, but...
Look, if Sergei even thinks that I'm a plane...
I'm not taking any chances. That's why you're staying here, where Sergei can't get to you.
So you're telling me that Cole is a narc?
Cole's not using drugs or selling. He's working for the cops, okay?
Are you serious? He's working for John McBain?
Yes. And he isn't doing anything wrong. In fact, he's doing everything right.
is now in session. Ms. Delgado, please call your first witness.
Knock it out of the park, bro.
I'd like to call Loretta Hogan to the stand.
Objection, Your Honor. There's no Loretta Hogan on the witness list.
But I notified Mr. Clark's office that Ms. Hogan would be appearing at the same time as I notified the court, Your Honor.
My office received no such notification.
Ms. Delgado.
I am not trying to pull a fast one, Your Honor. Ms. Hogan is an expert witness, and I just tracked her down this morning.
If you need time to prepare for cross-examination, I'll grant a recess.
It's fine.
Proceed, Ms. Delgado. Call Ms. Hogan.
What's so funny?
Come on, Star. I can't believe you bought this idea that he's working undercover for John McBain.
He is, Dad. He's definitely not using, and he is certainly not selling. He is working for John McBain. Okay, that was the deal that John made with the judge so that he wouldn't have to go to prison.
I thought he was supposed to do community service.
If getting the dealers out of my high school isn't community service, then I don't know what is.
I'll be damned.
You mean I'm done?
We're done the minute you were forced to sell the Lowe's kid.
Look, I can't wait to get back to Star and Hope. But I want to see this thing through. After what I did to Matthew, I need to do that.
You did plenty, Cole. The rest is up to us.
What's the latest? Anything good?
The mayor never said or did anything incriminating. I mean, nada.
Thank you. I will take over from here. Hey, you do know this is between you, me, and McBain, right?
Right.
You seem a bit nervous, Mayor. I wonder why that is. Oh, well, in any event, we came to invite you to my announcement.
Why on earth would I attend?
A show of confidence, perhaps?
In you.
No, Mayor. In yourself. I think you need to let the public see that you're not in the slightest intimidated by my candidacy, and that as a result, the campaign will not be dirty and negative.
As soon as Cole helps the cops find out who's bringing drugs into Landview, he'll be able to come back and be with me and Hope.
He doesn't get the two of you killed first.
Cole is not going to get anyone killed. What I'm worried about is you forcing me to tell you that. Dad, please, please don't make me sorry for trusting you. My name's Loretta Hogan.
And what happened to you, Loretta? What caused you to lose the use of your legs?
Training accident when I was 16. I was a gymnast, and yeah, it happened during a morning practice.
What happened exactly?
I was working this one vault, sticking the landing, over-rotated. Before the accident, I had scholarship offers from University of Georgia, Penn State, Stanford.
All big names in the world of gymnastics.
The biggest.
And what happened after the accident?
How could I accept a gymnastics scholarship when I couldn't even walk? And there was no way I could afford those schools if I didn't have a scholarship. I felt like my life was over. All my dreams.
What did you do?
I found Dr. Evans.
And did he perform surgery on you?
Yes.
From the look of things, it must have been a failure.
I wouldn't say that exactly.
What would you say?
I'd say it was a big old success. And I owe it all to Dr. Evans.
You knew about this, didn't you?
Stop this, Elijah. Stop this now.
Objection, Your Honor. Is this a three-ring circus or a courtroom?
I trust that's a rhetorical question,
Okay, Your
Counselor.
Honor, these cheap theatrics have nothing whatsoever to do with my son's case.
Sit down, Mrs. Buchanan. Mr. Clark, please control your client.
Due respect, Your Honor, she's right. Miss Hogan's testimony is irrelevant in the manner in which Miss Delgado
the
presents.
use of her legs as a result of Dr. Evans' surgery is irrelevant. I don't know what is. Matthew's parents are denying their son this surgery because they're afraid he will be injured further or die. Ms. Hogan is living proof that the Buchanan's fears are unfounded.
You may continue.
Ms. Hogan, how are you now?
Amazing. I was really athletic before, and that made me a really great candidate for this surgery, like Matthew is. I heal fast. Rehab's going great. If I hadn't found Dr. Evans, I'd still be in that chair. Honestly, I can't imagine anyone saying no to this surgery.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Son of a bitch, McBain. He's in cold to do his dirty work.
Dad, please.
And you know who's going to pay the price if these drug dealers find out? You and Hope. I mean, these people are animals to Star.
No one
They'll
is.
have no trouble hurting you and Hope to get back at Cole.
No one is going to find out about Cole.
McBain thinking. And why wasn't I told about this?
Because no one knows about it, Dad. Not even Mom knows about it. That's why it's called undercover. Now, could you please stop freaking out? Okay, everything's under control. John has been doing nothing but making sure that Hope and I are protected, and the only time I see Cole is when we accidentally run into each other.
I feel so much better now.
Dad, John is making sure that Cole is safe, and me too.
God, you and your mother. You guys think McBain can never do wrong. He went too far with this. I'm going to put a stop to it.
You helped us focus in on the mayor. The department can take it from here. You avoided that prison bit. Now you can focus on your future. Star on the baby. When all this is over, you can get back to that life you should have had.
But it's not over yet, is it?
No. Lowell's in the traffickers' pockets. And there's a dirty cop out there who's working for the dealers and the mayor.
Hey, Lila.
Hey, I'm on my way to lunch. What's up?
Is McBain in?
No. Want me to leave a message for him?
Are you sure he's not in?
Yes. Officer Fish is in there.
Why? What does Fish do in McBain's office?
Fish has been, he's been really busy.
Too busy to settle down with a nice girl?
Come on, Mommy, nice girl, the right girl. Is that your answer to everything?
Well, it could work for you.
Come on.
What? I worry. Is everything okay? You seem like you're here, but you're not here. Is something bothering you?
Let me call him first.
Never mind. I'll see what he's up to myself.
And what time is this event? Oh, Vicky.
What the hell are you doing, Fish?
If I was you, I'd be there about a half hour early just to be safe.
So, be there or be square is essentially your pitch?
Well, I think like Vicky said, you're showing up and sort of sounding all sportsmanlike would really send a message to the public that this is going to be a clean campaign.
I'm already sending that message, but I'm sending it my way. So thank you.
Okay, Mayor. I've been studying your ways, okay? I've been learning all about you. And it seems that you like to lure your opponents down into the mud with you. Okay? You slug away at each other for about 6 months, and then you start screaming about running a clean campaign right before Election Day. Now, that works. But I'm afraid that only works when the other guy is an empty suit just like you.
Charlie! Vicky! And what can we do for you?
Well, we were just inviting your candidate to come attend my candidate's announcement.
Vicky, is Charlie your idea of a campaign manager?
Oh, yes.
And what does a building contractor know about a campaign?
Well, certainly as much as an unemployed doctor does. Anyway, you'll find out soon enough.
Indeed. Would you excuse us? The mayor and I have urgent matters to discuss.
You know, we'll need that answer soon.
I don't know why everybody says she's so classy.
Whatever you need to talk to me about, it's going to have to wait. I need to deal with my son's drug arrest.
No. Wait. That's what I want to talk to you about. I know how we can help your son escape those drug charges.
He was buying those drugs from an undercover agent.
You're telling me Cole Thornhart was working undercover?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Miss Hogan, how old are you?
19?
And how old were you when you received the surgery from Dr. Evans?
18?
Not 15.
No, but
No further questions.
you've got to get this done. Dr. Evans
No
is the
further
best.
questions.
You may step down.
I call Dr. Gregory Evans to the stand.
I should have never sold to the mayor's son.
You did what Sergei told you to do. I busted the kid so he wouldn't use. Maybe now I'll get the help that he needs.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Oh, Cole, at least your cover wasn't blown. We bugged Lowell's office. We'll know if he's found out about you.
I knew my niece's boyfriend couldn't be a drug dealer. He's a police informant.
No kidding.
Of course, now I'm really worried about Star and her baby.
I can see why.
The good news is, your son's lawyer can claim entrapment. I mean, Cole was working for the police. John McBain must have used information he got from Cole to arrest your son.
If Fish gets a hint the mayor's onto you, he'll be all over it.
What are you doing in McBain's office when he isn't here? He had some IT issues. He was hoping that I could solve them so he wouldn't have to send this thing out to get fixed.
I'm good with computers. What's this gizmo?
Dad, please don't do anything. This thing with Cole is almost over.
Sorry, I'm just gonna sit back and let something happen to you and Hope. I'll go over McBain's head if I have to, but this ends today.
You cannot tell anyone. If the wrong person finds out that Cole is undercover, you could get him killed.
We can use what we know about Cole to our advantage. Basically, you and John want the same thing, right? You want to find out who is responsible for the recent uptick in illegal drug trafficking in Landview, right? So we go to John. We tell him that we know all about Cole, but that we don't want to blow Cole's cover. We just want to get your son exonerated of those charges against him. Et voila. We accomplished two things at the same time. We got the charges dropped against Justin, and we protect Cole.
Thank you, Dorian. You saved the day.
That's my job.
I'll take it from here.
Wait, why don't you let me handle it? After all, until recently, John McBain was married to my niece, Blair, and, well, I should be the one to talk to him.
Well, actually, I need you to do something else for me. Vicky has this crazy idea that I should be there when she announces her candidacy. Can you make some excuses for me and just get me out of it?
Well, that would be my pleasure. One moment. But I think you better call John just as soon as possible.
I'm on it.
Just to know that Cole was working undercover for the police. Such a relief.
Don't touch that.
What's all this stuff?
What the heck are you doing?
What's the big deal? Did McBain get anything we can use?
You know what? He didn't tell me.
Keaton. One of the dealers is an informant.
So warrants are issued, I can start making arrests.
Including the mayor?
Sit tight. If your cover was blown, no one can get to you in here.
I can't believe this. I told you about Cole so that you wouldn't think he was selling drugs, and now you are still thinking the worst of him. What's wrong with you?
Sweetheart, I'm trying to protect you and the baby.
No, you are not. You are seeing this as another way to go after Cole and John.
No, it's not what I'm trying to do.
Yes, it is. So much for you being rational and thinking
Hey,
about
if I wasn't being rational, I'd have been to the cops already. I mean, even Tia thinks I'm doing the right thing here.
Okay, well, please just think about that and calm down, okay? Dad, please.
Dr. Evans, how long have you been practicing medicine?
Well, since I finished my surgical residency, 12 years.
12 years. And how many surgeries have you performed? Well, ballpark.
Hundreds.
Your Honor, I'd like to enter into evidence copies of the leading medical journals in the country. Each one contains a laudatory article about Dr. Evans. Many of them cite the operation that he would like to perform on Matthew, an operation that is almost the exact same operation that allowed Ms. Hogan to walk again.
Your Honor, we will stipulate that Dr. Evans is an expert in his field.
Did Matthew's family bring you here to heal their son?
Well, that's the way I understood it, yes.
And they paid you a consulting fee to examine him?
Yes.
Dr. Evans, have you ever lost a patient?
No.
Never, in 12 years?
Never.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Your witness, Mr. Clark.
What's at issue in this case is consent. Dr. Evans, who exactly brought you here? Who paid your fee?
Clem Buchanan.
And is your appearance a surprise to Matthew's parents?
Well, Clem Buchanan recently married Matthew's mother. He was Matthew's stepdad.
Oh, that's true. But that doesn't make him the legal guardian, does it?
Objection. What is the point of this line of questioning?
My point is, my clients were pushed into giving consent to Dr. Evans for him to even evaluate Matthew. They were placed in this position by a well-meaning relative, but they did not choose to have Dr. Evans come and promise Matthew he could walk again just as long as he risks his life.
You may continue, Mr. Clark.
Honey, I'm just really worried about you and Hope. But I'll keep your secret for you.
I promise.
Yeah. All right, gotta go.
Wait. You said that there was good news.
Oh, yeah.
What was it?
I'll tell you about that when Eddie gets back with the boys. Okay, gotta run.
John, make sure you tell my mom and Star what's going on. Right? Tell them that they have to be careful, but they can stop worrying about me.
I'll talk to them after I check in with Fish. You hang in there.
An informant? Who? You tell me. I can't believe you don't know that John McBain has someone working undercover. You're on his task force, for God's sake.
I don't know what happened.
He may be on to you, Keaton. And me. If John McBain finds out that I am up to my eyeballs in this drug racket, I'm fried.
Nothing's wrong, Mama. You don't have to worry.
Hello, Mrs. Vega.
Hi, Layla. How are you?
Mwah, good, thanks. Sorry I'm late.
Oh, you two are having lunch together?
To talk about our roommate away from our apartments.
Okay, I'll get you a couple of menus.
Thank you.
So Oliver's still freaking out about his parents coming. I couldn't even talk to him about it.
Maybe this will help.
Who's the informant? The kid who sold the drugs to my son, Cole Thornhart. You find out if he knows anything, and if he can connect the drug operation to me. If he even suspects anything, then he can rat me out. Kill him.
Are there risks involved with this surgery?
Well, I'm bound by ethics to inform patients and their families of any risks, however unlikely.
Are there risks?
Was there a risk when you got in your car and drove here?
Your Honor.
Please answer the question.
There are risks involved in any surgery.
Is there a risk that Matthew's condition may actually worsen as a result of this procedure?
As I said,
Yes or no?
Yes.
Is there a risk that he could become a paraplegic or a quadriplegic?
Well, the chance of that happening...
Yes or no?
Yes.
Can you promise Matthew will walk again?
Well, there are no guarantees, but
there's
the
a
odds
chance he could die during surgery.
Well, any surgery could have
This
a complication.
15-year-old boy could die on your operating table during a surgery he doesn't even need.
It's remotely possible.
And you think he has the emotional capacity at 15 to understand this?
Yes, I do.
This 15-year-old boy who got embarrassed at a school dance, got into a car with someone on drugs.
That wasn't a well-thought-out decision. This is.
And it is your opinion that this 15-year-old boy who didn't even have enough sense of his own mortality to buckle his seatbelt can make this life-or-death decision?
Yes.
And are you so eager to play God that you just can't wait till he turns 18?
Objection, Your Honor.
No further questions.
Redirect, Your Honor. Dr. Evans, what could happen if Matthew waits 3 years to have this surgery?
3 years of deconditioning as a result of sitting all the time. Lesions, infections, all kinds of things.
I see. Clearly, you are able to perform this surgery successfully. And you have informed Matthew's parents that the possible risks are unlikely, while the potential rewards are huge. Dr. Evans, you tell me, why do you think they're resistant to letting their son have it?
They're afraid. But their reluctance may not be about Matthew at all. They may be unable to give consent.
And why would that be?
Their fear of losing control.
Thank you very much. You definitely don't even have to ask. You have my vote.
Oh, thank you so much, Carla.
Antonio hated the way Mayor Lowell went after John McBain.
It was disgraceful and it was embarrassing.
Not to mention his politics, which I totally disagree with. I'm so happy he finally has a real contender to be up against.
Thank you. Thank you.
You feel free to leave a stack of those flyers right on my counter, okay?
Okay. And Buenos Dias is now officially Vicky Banks Central.
Carlota, ¿cómo está? Hi, Dorian. I'm fine.
Oh. Bye-bye. Hello, Dorian.
Would you be interested in a better button?
Oh, no, thank you. I've got the best button right here.
So are you here on behalf of the mayor to accept my invitation?
On the contrary, I'm here to turn it down flat.
Ooh, you might want to rethink that. It's going to be on all the local stations. You wouldn't want everyone in Landview knowing that Mayor Lowell was invited to go on the show and then just refused to show up, would you?
Plain dirty right out of the gate.
Absolutely not. In fact, I intend to announce my desire to make this campaign clean and positive, and I really was hoping that the mayor would join me in that promise. Well, that's just too bad, isn't it? I mean, is his grasp of the issues so weak that he has to run a dirty campaign just to win?
You bought this for Oliver?
Well, I didn't know what else to do. And I don't know, I can't just...
Talk to him?
Well, no. Not like I talked to you. So how you doing?
Well, after Vincent, I told myself I'd start being with a different kind of man. And I finally found him. He turned out to be gay.
Sorry.
Don't worry. I'm trying to get past all of this and find the good in it. If Oliver can come out, that's a good thing. And you buying him this book, I'd kiss you if I hadn't sworn off men.
Do me a favor. When you go back to work, give it to him, okay?
I'm gonna cut out early if McBain doesn't need me, so I'm gonna catch up my sister's softball game, so call me if anything comes up.
Sure.
Sorry about the laptop. If you need a new cord, it's on me.
Thornhart's the rat. No, don't do anything. I'm taking care of the kid.
Mr. Manning,
thank you for your paper's endorsement.
Sure, you owe me one.
Whatever you need.
Well, I do need something. I promised my kid I wouldn't mention this, but I think that she and her daughter are in a little bit of danger. And I can't go to the cops because I think it's their fault.
Talk to me. What's the problem?
That jackass Keaton, I could have punched him.
What the hell happened?
He came in here, he started touching everything, and then ripped the cord. He didn't realize we had surveillance going, but I missed a chunk of the feed.
Did their computer record it?
Well, that's what I'm hoping.
Whatever you need to talk to me about is gonna have to wait. I need to deal with my son's drug arrest.
No, wait. That's what I want to talk to you about. I know how we can help your son escape those drug charges. He was buying those drugs from an undercover agent.
You're telling me Cole Thornhart was working undercover?
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
I get that Matthew's family is afraid of losing him. He's a really great kid. They love him for who he is, not for what he can do. But they're keeping their son from living the life he wants to live because they're afraid. Afraid to let go, afraid to trust, afraid to take risks. So they're opting for the safe choice, the one that involves less chance of getting hurt, less chance of loss, but no chance of gain. They know their son wants a better life, but out of fear, they're unable to allow him that. They're denying him the chance to experience the joy and excitement that comes with letting go and taking a risk. That's a shame and a waste.
Now that is the biggest load of crap I've ever heard in my life.
John McBain has the father of my grandkid working undercover for him.
Undercover? On what?
A drug sting. You know, I know how these drug thugs work, and if Cole gets made by these people, then my daughter and my granddaughter can be used for targets, you know, for retaliation. I mean, I was scared to leave them alone just now. I feel like I have to do something.
Of course you did.
I don't want anything big, just yank Cole off this operation before Star and Hope get hurt.
Cole, call me as soon as you get this. I think I just did something really stupid.
Thank you, Dorian. You saved the day.
That's my job.
I'll take it from here.
Wait, why don't you let me handle it? After all, until recently, John McBain was married to my niece, Blair, and, well, I should be the one to talk to him.
Well, actually, I need you to do something else for me. Vicky has this crazy idea that I should be there when she announces her candidacy. Can you make some excuses for me and just get me out of it?
He must have walked away from the bug.
I can't believe Dorian went straight to Lowell.
One of the dealers is an informant.
Who's Lowell talking to?
He's on the phone.
Excuse me, Charlie. Vicky, Mayor Lowell's platform is anything but weak.
Well, then why won't your guy just stand up with Vicky and promise not to run a negative campaign? Unless he's afraid that he can't win without it.
Fear is not an emotion we're familiar with at Lowell campaign headquarters.
Then why doesn't he prove it?
Yeah, I mean, if he's that confident...
Not only is he confident, he's absolutely certain that he's going to win by a landslide. So yes, he will accept your challenge and raise it with a debate. Let's see if your platform can stand up to that.
I welcome the challenge. You tell the mayor he's on.
I will.
Why, Charlie Max, you old devil.
You're not so bad yourself. Come on. Let's see if we can't get that mayor to cry uncle.
You bought the book. You should give it to him.
I told you, I can't talk to Fish about this.
Why not?
Because I'm a guy, and guys don't give each other books like this.
No, but it was your idea, and Oliver should know how thoughtful you are.
Okay, it's time for some fun.
I can't believe you don't know that John McBain has someone working undercover. You're on his task force, for God's sake.
He's talking to Keaton.
Okay, I was just trying to protect you from my dad. Call me as soon as you get this, okay? I want to make sure that I didn't mess things up for you.
The kid who sold the drugs to my son.